FC Dallas. Conan.
Yep. Well, let me scroll to my notes. Okay, so obviously this is like the Western Conference, RBNY, just all
Yeah.
about the youth academy. Um, some of their top rivals were Thiago Santos and Fafa Picault.
Oh yeah, Fafa
And
Pico.
then, yeah, they lost Baji and Guezo. And at the moment, I mean, I don't know how accurate it is, but according to Transfer Market, the three injuries that they have right now, Brian Acosta, Bill Tuiloma, and Andres Flores. So based on all of that, I feel like that their defense is going to be a strong point for them. I just think that they have a really solid back line. Gonzalez, Cannon, Hollingshead, Ziegler, and Hedges. And I think that that's going to be the part of the field that'll keep them in games. Um, as long as they can stay healthy, obviously. Also, think that these guys could be strong fantasy options. Not to get ahead of ourselves, but um, the midfield, I think that it'll be exciting to see the advancement of Pamukal this year and see if this is his breakout year, both for Dallas and then hopefully for also for the U.S. men's national team.
Hmm.
Um, I think having the strong defense behind him will really allow him to go forward and have a stronger attack. And then I think also the addition of Thiago Santos will also help him shore up the midfield a little bit more. And then the attack is also going to be exciting. I mean, you have Jesus Ferreira, you have who's also another young guy that's going to be exciting to watch, like Paxton. And then of course you always have Michael Barrios, who's always a very solid player for them. And I'm curious to see a full season of Andrzejczyk as their striker and see what he can do because I think he scored a couple goals in preseason for them.
Yeah, he also scored at the international level too. He could play. Adam, what do you got? I'm gonna go last on this one.
Yeah, I agree with pretty much everything Connor said. I look at them also as the Red Bulls of the Western Conference. Again, I mean, I love some of their academy guys. Paxton Pomykal, yeah, I think needs to be in the U.S. team hopefully this year. Speaking of which, Gio Reyna, I think, is getting the call up, so shout out to him. But yeah, I'm excited to see Pomykal next to Thiago Santos in that midfield. And then Ondrasic's one of my usual fantasy strikers when I need a Dallas player. So I'm always hyped to see him score.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm confused with these guys. So they've made good signings, but they're always just this lackluster team. At one point, Jesse Gonzalez was tabbed to be the next best young goalkeeper in the league, and now he's losing his spot to Jimmy Maurer, but then sometimes he gets it back. You've got a back four or five with Hedges, Bresson, Hollingshead, Ziegler, Cannon, and no one jumps out to you as like, whoa, this guy is good, unless Adam picks Hollingshead and then he scores 4 goals in fantasy when I don't take him. But that's a
Yeah,
different
that was
story for
awesome.
another day.
Yeah.
And Hedges is really the one there that jumps out, and he hasn't been amazing since like 2016. Let's be real. Their entire center
Uh,
mid core is like 22 years old, and nobody's heard of them outside of Acosta, Barrios, and Mosquera on the wings. Pomykal needs to break out, and we can talk about that forever. You've got Andrasic up top, who we know is going to do fine, and then they signed a DP and loaned him out. Aranguiz is their DP, and they just sent him out on loan. They're all over the place. Like, I don't know what to think about them. And they've got a new boss over there, and he's got to sort some things out and get this team going in a direction. They fell from first to eighth in 2018, and it was a fall from grace. It was one of the worst fall outs of a team in first place in history, and it's been just broken ever since. So they signed Franco Hara, but he's not coming until July. And once he gets here in July, it's going to be like 100 degrees in Dallas. So good luck there. They're going to be short a striker for a little bit if Andrasic goes down or is called in a national camp or whatever. So they really got to start strong, or they might be so behind before he gets there that yikes. Acosta is going to be the big name for me here, and I know he's hurt, but whenever he gets back, he needs to be rock solid. He's been good, not great, and he's got to be great if this team wants to take the next step. The back line's not bad, but you don't have to worry about the leaking parts of the back line or the rotating goalkeeper if your center defensive mid's a rock. Also, shout out Nikosi Burgess. I played against him. Good dude. Congrats on your draft, getting drafted, and making the roster.